My name's Chris. People know me as Link. I'm here today with Shen, Dan, Mark, Guillaume from Gen3. Right now, the whole team is in Thailand. As you can see in the background, man, it's a really nice spot. It's a great place for our team building exercises and getting to know each other, as well as getting some work done, of course. But yeah, man, so tell us a little bit about how you started in crypto, Dan.
I started in crypto once ages ago on ETH, and then kind of fell out of it because everything was too expensive.
Right.
And then I found XRP like a couple years later.
I was always really good at computers. I can't even count the number of times my mom had to kick my ass because I just destroyed some of the office computers and just tinkering around with them.
I've been working on blockchain for the last 10 years. I started I think as most of the people doing some trading, and then I dig into the rabbit hole of Bitcoin.
I was in the business side of the music industry. And then I started in crypto in maybe 2020, I think. I eventually got to a point where I decided to pursue the crypto side full-time instead.
I basically met Shen through playing games. Shen was already kind of into crypto, but he was super curious. And then I had kind of an idea for a project. Shen convinced me we should give it a go.
In 2022, I think, is when we launched StakeX, which was really our first product on the XRP ledger. We saw a lot of success with that, and we were able to develop some really great long-term relationships with the rest of the ecosystem and the XRPL community.
It sort of evolved into a whole concept of a game studio where we just build games,
right.
And Shen brought up Gen3 to me, and then we've been Gen3 ever since.
I rediscovered crypto and Web3 back in 2020. I met Shen and the team. Yeah, I'm one of the guys that, try to build Shen's crazy ideas and put life into them and make them into a usable product.
I work for XRPL Commons.
Yeah.
That's where I met Shen. We had this idea of creating Tradeverse. We created that and jumped on working together, and have been helping and working on Gen3, mostly on what we called internally Gen3 Labs,
yep.
Which is Tradeverse, and also our newest product, which is agent.run.
The idea actually came when myself, Mark, and Guillaume were all spending some time in person. It was the first time we'd all spent together in person, and we felt like the XRP ledger was really missing AI agents. And AI agents is something which we really believe is going to change the way the entire world functions. We've been working on agent.run, which is a no-code AI agent deployer for the XRP ledger and the root network.
Basically, we are building a terminal where anyone can enter and type whatever he wants.
So all you have to do is talk in our terminal, and then you can do everything on the XRP ledger.
Transfer assets, transfer XRP, trade tokens.
We really believe that the XRP ledger has the potential to be a leader in AI and AI agents on chain.
We are adding a way for people to just have a map of all the DeFi opportunities that there is on the XRP ledger and know how they can use them. This is a personality that we plug, but anyone can plug a different personality.
He's a cheeky one, isn't he?
He is cheeky.
He's so talkative and chills too much. I might have to rework him soon.
As a French guy, sometimes I can't really understand him.
Yeah.
Because he's using some slang, abbreviation, and all of that. So I'm always asking you or the team, what is he saying?
I am currently building the social tipping aspect of AI XRP.
In what ways do you think users are going to be able to interact with the agent in order to receive their AI XRP rewards?
Yeah, just talk to him.
Just
mention him,
yeah.
Ask him things.
You can just tip people based on their interaction on X and the engagement that they are able to do. What I like about that is it's more about what you do and what you deliver more than the people you know.
We started talking with Futureverse, a bit over a year, maybe a year and a half ago, and they had essentially built a XRP-powered L1, which is catered around gaming and AI, which is completely aligns with what we're trying to do as well.
It was really obvious for us to create a marketplace where people can just exchange all their NFTs. Because basically in Web3 gaming, most of the time you have like NFTs that can represent characters, weapons, or even lands, or whatever that can be used within the games. So we had that in mind and we created everything from scratch.
We had such a slow start, mainly because we were not familiar with the way that the root network works. But when we met Rich from Futureverse, we pretty much straight away built Tradeverse in literally 2 months.
And then most recently we've started working with TRN Labs, which is essentially the foundation of the root network ecosystem, and we help them with developer relations for the ecosystem.
That's part of our role, to do some developer relation and help people enter this ecosystem.
I've heard there are millions of NFTs coming to the root network this year. We're ready for it.
So Gen3 kind of has two sides of it, right? So we've got the gaming side, and then we've got the lab side of Gen3. So which side do you primarily work on, and what projects do you kind of oversee?
So I'm kind of on the game side mostly, in terms of creative stuff that I do. I have to do I'm the creative lead for XRPL.
We call him the master genius.
No, they don't. That's such a lie. Shen and I, we're both Pokemon lovers, we love the whole creature taming idea. And we saw that there was a lack of that sort of output in the space we were in.
We saw really an untapped market essentially of XRP holders who wanted to use their XRP in a sort of GameFi scenario.
And we thought we could fill it pretty well with our ideas and what we wanted to do. Even though we didn't really know what we wanted to do, we just started it out of passion.
And so we launched XRPL in 2023, I think, at the very beginning, or late 2022.
We were about to do a XRPL batch, and then we're like, nah, we'll do it tomorrow. So then we waited for the next day, and that's when Midjourney, the new Midjourney version came out. The ones that actually did hands and stuff, kind of decent compared to what it was. And then we're like, damn, we just scrapped all the stuff we already did. And we made a new batch and made the first XRPL NFTs.
Over the last 2.5 years, it quickly became the most actively played game on the ledger.
That's when I officially started with Gen3, and Shen asked me to come on board. It was to build the web app.
The web app.
Yeah.
What we saw on the web app idea was just enhanced UI. We had more pages. Everything was visual, so more players could do things.
It's also fully cross-chain now, so we have players playing from the root network and from the XRPL, which is really great to see. And it really showed that there is a market and a need for gaming and GameFi products for XRP holders. Futureverse, they already owned an IP called Untamed Isles, and so through our partnership with them, we acquired that IP off them.
It would have been really, really hard to just pick it up from where they stopped and also add everything that we wanted to add to it. It made so much more sense to just start from scratch.
We are using that IP to build out a game called Loot. So Loot uses a few different IPs essentially. We're bringing in some of the IP of Untamed Isles, some of the IP of XRPL and some other things. And essentially it's a whole new game.
It's going to be kind of like a adventure-based extraction game that's kind of like Genshin Impact. If you could think of those mixes together. Basically players are going to go on expeditions where they can grab resources or battle other players or collect tames to build new teams with.
We definitely want to spend a lot of time making sure that a lot of the key XRPL IP that everyone knows and loves is found within the new game.
Once Dan's vision and Dan's idea of how this game is going to play and look like, I'm just keen on just playing it.
we're really targeting primarily Web 2 audiences and trying to use the game as a way to onboard people into Web 3 as well. So we're going to be releasing the game on Steam, and it'll be fully playable with no Web 3 integration, but there will be Web 3 integration for those that are interested. It's been an amazing journey so far, from Gen3 starting off with just Dan and I, and then now us being 10 full-time is really exciting. And then meeting so many amazing people within the XRP community over the last 4 years, we couldn't be more appreciative. It's it's allowed us to all follow our dreams and what we're wanting to do. It'll be a busy rest of the year. I look forward to maybe doing another one of these next year and see where we are, but I think we'll be a lot bigger.
Very cool. Shen, thank you for taking the time to let me interview you, man.
Appreciate it.
I'm super bullish, bro. I'm super happy.
Thanks,
cool.
Chris. Appreciate it.
Man.
Whoever thought of that should get a raise.
Probably Shen.
Yeah.
Very cool.
What one word your teammates would use to describe you? Cunt.
Cunt.
Can we say
Live,
that?
by the way. Sure. It's good PR, bro.